Welcome to this week's Quick Hits. I'm Record Sports Editor Bob Heifel. Well, lots of postseason basketball action at the high school and college level going on involving area teams. The St. Mary's girls basketball team headed to the NorCal Open Division Championship game at 6 o'clock on Saturday evening at Sleep Train Arena in Sacramento. The Rams are taking on powerful Bishop O'Dowd of Oakland. That game again 6 o'clock Saturday at Sleep Train up in Sacramento. Now the Rams advanced to this game with a tight one on Tuesday, beating Concord-Carondelet by a final score of 75-70. That was at Delta College's Joe Blanchard Gymnasium. In that game, sophomore Bree Moore had 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. She had a great game for St. Mary's, and the sophomore has been coming up big in the postseason.
I think that Tom's pregame talk before is that he said that we didn't play as a team. So I was just telling Name that we should all just play as a team and distribute the ball and don't try to go one-on-one every time with your players.
One of the attributes of this season's team is that they've been able to get big performances from a lot of different players. They're certainly glad to have back senior point guard Anome Gemma Rigby. She had 8 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists on Tuesday night in her second game back from an ankle injury which she suffered last month in the regular season finale against Sacramento St. Francis. Sharice Holloway, Unique Coleman, and Kat Tudor, the other starters for St. Mary's, they can all score, and they all, of course, take pride in their defense, a swarming man-to-man full-court press. Now, whether that's going to be effective against Bishop O'Dowd, that remains to be seen. On February 9th, these teams played in Oakland on Bishop O'Dowd's home floor, and the Dragons had a pretty easy time, 80-59. They kind of brushed aside St. Mary's.
We went on a 17-4 run in the third quarter against them at their gym. So we did some things that created a little bit of a problem. So we had to change some things up. They're just so long, and it's not a good matchup for us.
So it's an interesting matchup. You have St. Mary's with quickness, speed, outside shooting, going up against a Bishop O'Dowd team that is experienced and huge. They go 6'3", 6'4", 6'2" on the front line. So it didn't bode well for St. Mary's in the previous meeting this season. Tom Gonsalves and crew is going to have to come up with a different strategy to be successful on Saturday night.
We just have to play bigger than we are. I think this was a good preparation for that. We just have to beat them off the dribble, and we're really going to need our shooters next game. For our next game, we're really going to need our shooters to drive and kick because they're all over 6'4", and we can't just go up to them like we go up to Carondelet.
Congratulations to Lynn Roberts and her team winning the program's first Big West Conference regular season championship, ironically in the school's last season in the Big West Conference as Pacific moves to the West Coast Conference next season. So the Lady Tigers are automatically in the semifinals. Their first game will be on noon Friday against an opponent we don't know yet at this point, but they will be playing on Friday at noon in the semifinals. The finals are on Saturday, so good luck to the Tigers, and congratulations again to Lynn Roberts. She was named the Big West Conference Women's Basketball Coach of the Year, and all 5 of her starters received all Big West accolades. And for the men, Lorenzo McLeod and Travis Fulton were named second team all Big West by the conference coaches. So that's it for this week's Quick Hits. I'm Record Sports Editor Bob Heifel. For all of your local sports coverage, check out The Record and recordnet.com.